Well, we are in the kitchen and we all know a good apple crumble recipe and a rice pudding is probably in your recipe repertoire. But today we are making a Fruits of the Forest rice crumble bake and we're making it for breakfast. And all of the goodness of fruits and cereals in one creamy dish, and here to turning breakfast treats into anytime snacks. That's why we have Jenny Morris in studio to show us. She's a snack herself, that's why.
Oh, hello, darling. I thought you were going to call me snapped.
But you are snapped. Oh, well, listen, I'm here to see this recipe. We're obviously doing our own little take on it.
Absolutely.
And we love sweet things for breakfast.
Yes, it's like a schizophrenic of a dessert. Yeah, I love it. It's like having a T-bone steak, have a bit of the fillet and a little bit, you know.
A little bit of both.
I love it. I love it. So you're going to be my little Picassorette.
The Picasso.
You're my little Picassorette because you're a girl. You're going to paint that beautiful canvas with some melted butter, and while you're melting and painting,
okay,
I'm going to be cracking.
Oh, there we go.
And stirring. So I've got 4 gorgeous eggs in here. I love the idea of the rice. This is a very healthy one, and it's got our beautiful fruit of the forest. It's got berries, which are very good for you. It's got some lovely dried fruit. So all of this stuff is going to just slow release, you know.
So okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking rice, I'm thinking savory, I'm thinking dinner. It doesn't work well with my mind. Does rice take on a good, like the sweet flavors?
Oh, it does indeed. You know, it depends also. I mean, if you look at some of the Italian rice puddings are made with the Borio rice. It's that lovely fat stubby rice like me. And it gets beautiful and creamy. I've just given a tip.
Just a teeny tiny tip.
Yes, to our viewers, because I cracked some egg shell into it, and this is like a magnet. I just use the shell to remove the shell. See?
Okay. See,
it's
normally
like
I try
magnet.
Normally I try to use a spoon and then it just like slips away from you. Okay, now I've learned something new. I have to confess, I've never had rice pudding. Don't judge me. So this is going to be a treat to try for the first time.
Beyond, Zoe, this is beyond a treat. I'm getting all the wet stuff together quickly, and then I'm going to pop my rice into here. We've got all of these beautiful fruits. I'm going to take some vanilla essence, and I'm going to take a little bit of salt, because you know what the salt does. Hey, I'm going to make sure it's salt.
Okay.
Lovely, because it just brings all the flavors together beautifully. And then I'm going to add my rice and my fruits of the forest and put a whole cup in this, and there's some left over for me for breakfast because I'm greedy.
And that's the amazing thing, because Clover Fruit of the Forest is great with, it has, you know, it's forest with cereal, it has a creamy taste, there's a crunchiness of fruit and cereals in it, and it really is perfect for those snacking moments in between, and really is a great way to enhance this dish. And you can use any of the Fruits of the Forest flavors. Which one are we using today?
We got the berries, doll.
We are going for the strawberry and cranberry.
I love it, and cranberry's so good for you, you know, that it's one of those super fruits, and we've got lovely super fruit in here. We've got all the beautiful blueberries. Now, I want you only to put half of those gorgeous bicky crumbs, nice biscuit crumbs on the bottom, and I'm good to go. Look at these beautiful golden sultanas. A little bit of sugar strapped. Do you notice we didn't put too much sugar?
No.
We just creamed our butter with that little bit of sugar.
So we're getting our sweetness from the fruit?
Yes, absolutely. There we go, darling.
Go.
Yes.
Do I need to push it in or anything? You just leave it as is?
Yes, push it down. And then we're going to, because crumble means something on top, bring that to Mama. And I'm going to make 2 crumbles out of this, with one for you and one for me, because I want a whole one to myself.
There we go.
Push it down nicely. Just separate the rice out for me.
There we go.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It is lovely.
It's lovely. And then we're going to just go over the top, so we haven't made a bit of a mess. But as my David would say, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That
just get rid of the crumbs.
Oh, that is sweet. Well, we do have this recipe available for you if you want to get your hands on this delicious Fruits of the Forest. It is our rice crumble pudding or treat or snack, whatever you want to call it.
It's our delight.
It is our delight. You can get that recipe. It's available for you on expressoshow.com. So, Jenny, we'll pop this into the oven more or less for how long?
Oh, sweetheart, for about, I don't know, 25 minutes, as long as it would take for that egg to set.
And for you to get the nice little crumble.
Oh, yes. Would you like a little bit more of... and I'm going to just like...
Be generous. Yes, there we go. So then I can take this, the crummy, and dip it and give it a
crummy.
taste.
You like?
Ooh, I'm loving the berries coming through.
And that crunchiness from the crumb, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's all coming together very beautifully. Never thought I would eat rice in a dessert.
It's delicious.
It is delicious. Well, get your hands on this recipe at expressoshow.com. Jenny, thank you so much for this delicious recipe.
Delicious, sweetheart. That's your one, that's my one.
Fruits of the Forest from Clover just added real cereal crunch. A symphony of fruit, oats, seeds, and granola crunch. Fruits of the Forest. Real fruit, real cereal, real taste.
Made with love by Clover.